Imagine spending a decade building an impeccable reputation at work, only to destroy it in 4 seconds on a Tuesday afternoon.
And the scariest part, you might not even realize your brain just pulled the trigger.
Okay, let's unpack this. Welcome to today's deep dive. We are looking at this fascinating stack of psychological research detailing 4 primal triggers that can just vaporize your social capital.
Right, and our mission here is to really decode these subconscious landmines, so you can protect your own hard-earned status.
Exactly, because it usually starts when the pressure spikes, like your brain's emotional center completely overrides your executive function.
Yeah, researchers call that the amygdala hijack. What's fascinating here is the social fallout.
Oh, for sure.
Because when you completely lose your temper, it isn't just about making people uncomfortable. You are signaling an inability to self-govern.
That makes total sense.
Right. The group subconsciously calculates that if you can't regulate your own nervous system, well, you're utterly incapable of navigating a crisis for them.
It's like a ship captain screaming during a storm.
It's exactly.
The crew instantly loses faith. They don't care about your experience or your rank. Your authority just drops to 0.
Completely to 0.
So if a lack of emotional control destroys trust, what happens when someone tries to, overcompensate, like masking that instability?
Well, that's where people stumble into hubristic pride. I mean, authentic pride is earned through competence.
Right.
But hubristic pride is essentially just an aggressive mask for insecurity. And humans are incredibly adept at detecting that mismatch.
You can just smell it on them.
Yeah, we really can. Instead of projecting dominance, arrogance just reads as fragility to our brains.
But wait, let me push back on this for a second. We hear the phrase, fake it till you make it, constantly in business culture.
Oh, all the time.
Doesn't this research suggest that projecting confidence you haven't earned actually, paints a target on your back?
It paints a massive target. Faking confidence to bravely try a new skill is harmless, but using arrogance to artificially elevate your status above others.
Just seems superior.
Right. That registers as a social threat. You've probably sat in a meeting with someone who talked the loudest but knew the least.
Oh, absolutely. I think we all have.
And you didn't respect them. Your brain actually tagged them as a liability. And groups actively work to neutralize liabilities.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting to me. Because if trying to artificially elevate yourself fails, the next instinct is often to tear others down.
Right, the classic gossip trap.
Yeah, but the research on spontaneous trait transference completely upends that strategy. It's wild.
It really is. If we connect this to the bigger picture, gossip is essentially a psychological boomerang.
A boomerang.
Yeah. So when you consistently label a coworker as, say, deceitful or incompetent, the listener's brain fails to cleanly separate the source of the word from the target.
So it's like a software glitch in human memory.
Basically, yes.
You see the word deceitful, and the listener's brain opens up the memory file for deceit. But because your voice is the one speaking, it accidentally tags your name on that file. It's like throwing mud. You can't do it without getting your own hands dirty. You absorb the exact label you were trying to stick on someone else.
Which brings us to the final mechanism of status collapse. Moral inconsistency.
Which is basically just hypocrisy, right?
Right. It's the gap between what you loudly condemn in others and what you excuse in yourself.
Yeah.
The research shows that groups judge hypocrites far more mercilessly than people who openly admit to doing the exact same bad thing.
Wait, really? So what does this all mean? Is it actually better for your social status to just be an openly flawed, honest sinner than to pretend to be perfect?
It raises an important question about how we define trust. The honest sinner at least maintains consistency between their words and actions.
They own it.
Yeah, they do. Hypocrisy, however, is a fundamental form of social deception. It wipes out your idiosyncrasy credit.
That reserve of goodwill you build up over time.
Exactly. People can forgive a mistake, but they cannot tolerate feeling manipulated. The lie always causes more damage than the flaw itself.
Wow. Okay, so we're looking at 4 rapid-fire traps here. The emotional explosion of a hijack, the fragile overcompensation of arrogance, the boomerang glitch of toxic gossip, and the trust-shattering reality of hypocrisy.
That covers the 4 traps perfectly.
It's so much to think about. But it leaves me with one final thought for you to chew on.
Oh.
If that memory glitch, spontaneous trait transference means we absorb the negative labels we pin on others,
Right.
could you actively hack this phenomenon? What if you only spread positive gossip?
Oh, that's a brilliant angle.
Right. If you constantly talk about how brilliant and kind other people are, does your reputation suddenly skyrocket just by association?
The data certainly suggests it would.
Definitely something to ponder the next time you're tempted to complain about the boss.